वेलकम टू वी लर्न में आपका स्वागत है। टॉपिक फॉर टुडेज डिस्कशन इज इंटरनेशनल मार्केटिंग मैनेजमेंट एंड वी वुड बी कवरिंग सेशन 12. Topics to be covered are international advertising's introduction, rationale for international advertising, budgeting for international advertising, adaptation versus standardization. Advertising appeals and product characteristics, global media decisions, selecting advertising agencies, advertising regulations, direct mail. जैसे ही multinational companies, they are growing so much. There is a tremendous increase in the growth of multinational companies. And they are increasing in terms of the sizes, in terms of their numbers, the magnitude of the operations, the people hiring in the organization. So companies, and more so multinational companies, are growing in leaps and bounds. Since there is an increase in the free movement of goods and services across national borders, in such a scenario जहाँ पे बहुत ग्रोथ हो रही है goods की, services की, they are easily movable from one country to another, तो वहाँ पर एडवर्टाइजिंग जो है इट्स गेनिंग अ लॉट ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंस इन रिस्पेक्ट बिकॉज इट बिकम्स द सोर्स विद विच द नो हाउ, द नॉलेज, द इंफॉर्मेशन, द नॉलेज ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, वेरियस एट्रीब्यूट्स जो हैं प्रोडक्ट्स के, वो कंज्यूमर को, पोटेंशियल बायर्स को पता चलते हैं एंड इट इज़ गेनिंग इट्स इम्पोर्टेंस एंड वैल्यू more so in international marketing effort. Domestic market base बन जाता है, फिर multinational companies बनती हैं. Multinational companies are those companies जिनके area of operation they are not limited to the domestic market, but they are extending their operations overseas also. Now every other company has become a multinational company क्योंकि goods और services हर कंपनी के easily reach में है for across the markets, across the borders, तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट जो है वो फोकल पॉइंट बन जाता है. What are the rationale for international marketing, international advertising? So first let's discuss what advertising is. Advertising first is any kind of paid or sponsored communication of any idea, any information, communication of features about goods or services which are placed in the mass media vehicle. So any kind of paid sponsored communication is termed as advertisement. In advertisement, message is communicated through mass media. अगर mass media की बात करते हैं and we talk about advertisement, advertisement is basically catering to a large population, not to a limited population, because they are catering to people who could simultaneously and together access the information at same time. So they use media like radio, newspapers, TV, magazine या फिर hoardings हैं. तो generally, and it is not directed to a particular section of society. Your message is being communicated to masses. तो जहाँ पे भी masses की बात होती है तो वहाँ पे जो मीडिया हम फॉलो करते हैं, so those kind of medias are accepted or adopted which will address the issue, which will convey the message to masses. और वो कौन से मीडिया होते हैं? वो होते हैं रेडियो, टेलीविजन, न्यूज़पेपर्स, मैगजीन्स, डायरेक्ट मेल या होर्डिंग्स. Also, advertising plays a very important role in the marketing of consumer product. एडवर्टाइजमेंट की जब हम बात करते हैं तो ओनली एफएमसीजी और कंज्यूमर प्रोडक्ट्स जो हैं उनमें ज़्यादा, कंज्यूमर ड्यूरेबल और नॉन ड्यूरेबल दोनों ही इसमें इनकॉर्पोरेट हो जाते हैं. इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्ट्स एडवर्टाइजिंग में दे आर वेरी रेयरली एडवर्टाइज्ड. उनका क्योंकि उनमें बहुत सारी स्पेसिफिकेशंस होती हैं, इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्ट्स में बहुत सारी टेक्निक्स होते हैं which in an advertisement, say for example in a radio or TV, is difficult to be demonstrated, क्योंकि उसका एक पूरा डेमो सेशंस होता है कोई भी इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्ट हम यूज करें तो. Again, advertisement has become quite a buzzword. Buzzword क्यों बन गया? Because there are so many good things that it is serving. जैसे यहाँ पर बताया गया है कि कंज्यूमर मार्केट इन नॉर्थ अमेरिका में, वेस्टर्न यूरोप में, जापान में, they have started showing the signs of slower growth, क्योंकि उनकी जो एनुअल पॉपुलेशन और ग्रोथ रेट है वह स्लो डाउन. सिंस उनकी जो एक स्टेग्नेशन आ गई है मार्केट में, पॉपुलेशन में या फिर हाउस होल्ड ग्रोथ रेट में, क्योंकि उसमें स्टेग्नेशन आ गई है तो एडवर्टाइजमेंट प्लेज अ मेजर रोल. The more the advertisement, the more effective an advertisement, the better it is for the markets to adopt, better it is for the companies and the corporates and the organization to deliver the best result. Again, while the mature markets of North America, Western Europe and Japan, they're becoming more and more price competitive for major brands. When we talk about price competitive, two brand A and B become price competitive when they enter into a price war. Price war in the sense that कि अगर एक ने प्राइस थोड़ा रिड्यूस किया तो दूसरा भी प्राइस रिड्यूस करेगा, कीपिंग द क्वालिटी स्टेबल, तो वो प्राइस कॉम्पिटिटिवनेस हो जाती है. Again, one more factor why international marketing is considered and appropriate, because of the crumbling of political, social, economic and custom barriers. Last few years में कुछ आप पीछे कुछ सालों में जाएंगे तो there is a turbulence in all these areas. तो since there are turbulences in all these areas, it has become very easy for companies to operate in a truly global manner instead of merely in a multinational or मल्टी डोमेस्टिक मैनर्स. क्योंकि सोशल बैरियर्स खत्म होते जा रहे हैं, कस्टम्स जो होते हैं वो एक नॉर्मलाइज हो रहे हैं, इसलिए ग्लोबल मैनर में एक ग्लोबली कंपनी दे हैव स्टार्टेड ऑपरेटिंग. ग्रोथ ऑफ ग्लोबल मीडिया and to the increasing use of standardized or globalized advertising campaign released simultaneously in many different companies. मीडिया की बात कर रहे हैं तो देयर इज अ ग्रोथ इन ग्लोबल मीडिया एज वेल. ग्लोबल मीडिया वो है जो आपके प्रोडक्ट्स या सर्विसेज या आपकी ऑफरिंग्स को ग्लोबली एडवर्टाइज करे. और क्योंकि देयर इज एन इंक्रीज इन स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड और ग्लोबलाइज्ड एडवर्टाइजमेंट, स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड एडवर्टाइजमेंट वो होंगी जो अक्रॉस द ग्लोब हम सेम एडवर्टाइजमेंट रिलीज कर रहे हैं. Budgeting for international advertising की one is percentage of sales or gross margin. Budgeting in international marketing is very vital. Why it is very vital? Because इसमें आपके expense बढ़ जाते हैं organization के. One major thing that is to be considered here in percentage of sales or gross margin, rule of thumb is used in setting advertising budget. That is, it is used as a percentage of sales or revenue or even past sales or forecasted future sales. तो जो बजट्स हम सेट करते हैं एडवर्टाइजिंग के लिए इन केस ऑफ इंटरनेशनल एडवर्टाइजिंग, द बेसिस इज यूज्ड एज अ परसेंटेज ऑफ सेल्स. Even the revenues or what has already been done in terms of sales earlier. Again, the advertising budget as a percentage of sales is the most common approach. Right, we've discussed that advertising as a budget of percentage of sales, it is most common approach and most widely used by the firms across the globe. Also, if a firm or brand has been successful over several years using the percentage of side approach, there is a little reason to change to another approach in setting budgets. तो एक हमने जब बताया कि एक फर्म जो है वो सक्सेसफुल है इस अप्रोच को फॉलो करके, when they are very successful, so they find it no reason to change their approach. When everything is going smoothly, so there is no reason for them to change their approach and shifting from percentage of sales to another approaches. अब there is a major flaw in this method. ये जो है percentage of sales, ये advertising को बिल्कुल इग्नोर कर देता है, and it ignores that advertising is a major contributing in influencing the sales. So the premises of this is only sales and it ignores advertising. So this is one of the major flaws and the major flaw of percentage of sales. यहाँ पे और बताया क्या है, the more logical would be to use a percentage, not of sale but of a brand's gross margin और कंट्रीब्यूशन टू ओवरहेड. हम सेल्स को ना कंसिडर करें बल्कि मार्जिन और कंट्रीब्यूशन टू ओवरहेड को कंसिडर करें तो वो बहुत लॉजिकल है. इससे क्या होगा, मोर प्रॉफिटेबल ब्रांड्स विच गेट मोर एडवर्टाइजिंग सपोर्ट कंपेयर टू लेस प्रॉफिटेबल ब्रांड इरिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ देयर सेल्स रेवेन्यू. तो सेल्स रेवेन्यू भले ही कोई भी कुछ भी हो, मोर प्रॉफिटेबल ब्रांड्स गेट मोर एडवर्टाइजिंग सपोर्ट्स. Alright. Percentage of sales या percentage of margin, they are obviously need to be modified in dynamic situation. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आपका सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है तो ये approaches करें, but whenever there is a need, a dynamic situation, they need to be changed. What are the various situations where the approaches could be shifted? One is making a move from one product to another product, making a move from one market to another market. Another is establishing a brand. ब्रांड को establish करें, उसके लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है कि हम बजट के अप्रोचेस को लाइकवाइज एडजस्ट करते रहें, या फिर अगर हम कोई न्यू ब्रांड इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं तो भी उसके लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है. एक हो सकता है ऑल यू कैन अफोर्ड, उतना ही हम बजटिंग करेंगे जितना आप अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं. विदाउट गोइंग बियॉन्ड द पॉकेट इज समथिंग विच इज नॉट एडवाइजेबल. सो वन अप्रोच इज ऑल यू कैन अफोर्ड. Another is competitive parity and share of voice. This particular method states that it is a common guide and to adjust the advertising budget in comparison with the competitor's budget. Competitive parity, जितना हमारा competitor budgeting कर रहा है, budget allocate कर रहा है, हम भी उतना ही allocate करें. Here the logic is that collective minds of the firm in the industry will probably generate advertising budget that are somewhat closer to the optimal. Share of voice अगर हम बात करते हैं, so everyone from the industry in the industry will share their thoughts, will have a collective minds, and then they will probably create an advertising budget that is more appropriate and that is more optimal. So when there is a collaboration of more than one mind, then better results are there. So this approach is very very helpful as share of voices and competitive parity. Budgeting for international advertising में अगर हम objectives और task की बात करें, so objective and task is another approach of budgeting wherein this might involve a development of a specific advertisement campaign exposing the relevant audience to an average of 5 times. This is the rule of thumb here, that they are exposing the relevant and the target audience to an average of 5 times and not more or even lesser than that. The cost of obtaining these exposure here then becomes the advertising budget. Whatever the cost is incurred while exposing the audience is the advertising budget. Another is, yes, this approach is very logical as it assumes that there is a casual flow from advertising to sales. हम adaptation versus standardization की बात करते हैं. The term in itself is self-explanatory. Adaptation means when we are adapting to the situations, to the needs. Standardization means universally जो acceptable होता है, which is standard across all the states and borders, which are not modified, which is not adopted. So when we say broadly, the overall requirement of effective communication and persuasion do not vary from country to country. बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट की जो बात करते हैं, बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट जो कम्युनिकेशन की है और परसुएशन की है, वो तो सेम रहती है. This is also one of the components of communication process, adaptation or standardization. Here the marketer's message must be here encoded, conveyed via appropriate channels and decoded by the customer. ठीक है, तो मार्केटर कौन हुआ? सेंडर. सेंडर मीन्स द कंपनी. उसका मैसेज मस्ट बी प्रॉपरली एनकोडेड. फिर उसको अप्रोप्रिएट चैनल जो भी सिलेक्टेड होता है उसके थ्रू कम्युनिकेट करके डिकोड किया जाता है बाय द कंज्यूमर. Here communication takes place only when the meaning is transferred. Meaning of the message. It is the essence of any communication. So communication तभी होगी जब meaning transfer हो जाएगा from the sender to the receiver. As we've been discussing, international advertising में दो strategies हैं. पहली है स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन और दूसरी है अडेप्टेशन. अगर हम स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन की बात करें और उसके फेवर में कुछ आर्ग्यूमेंट्स दें तो हम ये कह सकते हैं एवरीवेयर अक्रॉस द ग्लोब जो लोग हैं वो सेम तरह के प्रोडक्ट्स यूज करते हैं एंड फॉर द सेम रीजंस. They use food for satisfying their hunger, they use water for satisfying their thirst, they use house for a shelter purpose. तो जो basic needs हैं उनके same रहते हैं. So here the companies can achieve a great amount of economies of scale by adopting a uniform advertising campaign around the globe. Also जो एडवर्टाइजमेंट की हम बात करें, एडवर्टाइजर हु यूजेस लोकलाइज्ड अडेप्टेशन, जहाँ पे अडेप्टेशन आ जाते हैं, दोज हु यूज अडेप्टेशन अप्रोचेस, they do not buy into the global village argument that everything is available to everyone under the condition that they use the same product. No, people differ in their desires, people differ in their need is becoming the focal for people who argue for adaptation. Conso's conclusion is that what is needed for successful international advertising is a global commitment to local vision. एक इंटरनेशनल एडवर्टाइजिंग के लिए जो कंपनी फॉलो कर रही है वो तभी सक्सेसफुल है जब वो अपना जो ग्लोबल कमिटमेंट है टू प्रोवाइड द बेस्ट क्वालिटी वो सूट करे अपने लोकल विजन के साथ. स्टैंडर्डाइज मार्केटिंग एंड एडवर्टाइजिंग कैंपेन्स, अगेन दे हैव देयर ऑब्वियस डिसएडवांटेज which they may be aimed at the lowest common denominator and they may not end up appealing strongly enough at any particular market. दोनों के स्टैंडर्डाइज्ड मार्केटिंग के अपने ही कुछ डिसएडवांटेजेस हैं, वो बहुत लो लेवल पे हम कंसिडर करते हैं. The trend towards more homogeneous brand preference may not be one of the true globalization, but rather simply one of increasing popularity. Homogeneous brands की बात करें तो वो ग्लोबलाइजेशन से ज़्यादा एक पॉपुलैरिटी बढ़ने की बात होती है. इन दोनों के बीच का एक सिस्टमैटिक बैलेंस क्रिएट करने के लिए क्या एक मार्केटर, एक एडवर्टाइजर को फिलॉसफी अडॉप्ट करनी चाहिए. वो फिलॉसफी होती है planning globally but acting locally. You have an organization, they have their own global objectives, but then if they want to be multinationals and if they want to be successful in different regions, in different countries of the globe, they have to act according to the requirement of the region that they are operating. And the solution to this global versus local dilemma is to modify the product just enough that it fits into the local market. Alright, and that at the same time it saves time. Whatever uniformity is possible market, no matter what the exact strategy is followed, it is vital that the global advertising programs make sufficient use of prior research about acceptability. Now the topic comes is advertising appeals and product characteristic. Advertisers' main job is to communicate the appeals which are relevant and effective to the target market. The products are to be communicated, but the appeal is to be communicated. So it's a job of the marketer to identify a situation where a potential cost reduction exists because of the presence of economies of scale. Whenever there are economies of scale, there is a probability, there is a potential of cost reduction. Another situation that needs to be identified by a marketer is barrier to standardization, such as cultural differences are not significant. तीसरा जो उनको कंसिडर करना चाहिए वो है प्रोडक्ट्स satisfy similar functions and emotional needs across different culture. Effective advertisement जो है it also takes care of difference between a product's basic appeal and the creative execution of that appeal. तो वो effective advertisement तभी बनेगी जब उसकी वो basic appeal और creative execution को ध्यान में रखेगा. If the creative execution is one key market is closely tied to a particular cultural attribute, the execution may have to be adopted to the other market. आपने एक एडवर्टाइजिंग का कोई क्रिएटिव अपील बनाई, क्रिएटिव एग्जीक्यूशन किया और वो एग्जीक्यूशन एक मार्केट के साथ कल्चरली बहुत अच्छे से क्लोजली टाइड है, then it is the job of the marketer to adapt. The execution has to be adapted to the other markets. It is not standardized because it is fitting into the cultural attribute of one particular culture. Again, there are certain consumer products which also lend themselves to advertising extension. Just in case if there are fewer the number of purchasers of a product, the less important advertising is an element of the promotion mix. It is a taken fact. अगर एक product के जो purchasers हैं वो कम है तो advertisement would not be that prominent an element in the promotion mix. It is an element but does not take the seat of an important element. When we talk about industrial products, they are infrequently purchased because they are expensive and they are technically complex and they are of capital nature. They are required to be sold by only highly trained direct sales force. These industrial products are not advertised in the mass media. Another thing that is to be considered is a good advertising campaign can make it significantly easier for a salesperson to get in the door, and once in can make it easier to make the sales. Half the job is done if it is a good advertisement campaign. When we can take an example of AquaGuard and Eureka Forbes. So these are the cases, vacuum cleaners, when we say advertisement was appropriately done, and since it was appropriately done, the salesperson was able to do it more easily. Global media के जो decisions होते हैं, so they are huge decisions. So they take into account the media expenditure. Domestically भी अगर हम बात करते हैं तो advertising की या media decisions, they are a huge expenditure body. तो अगर हम globally बात करें तो the expenditure multiplies. Again, media decision, which kind of media is to be selected, so that also becomes a global media decision. Selecting advertising agencies, There are major areas of consideration while selecting for an ad agency. कंपनी की क्या ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, what is the national responsiveness, what is the area coverage, what is the buyer's perception. Advertising regulations, when we talk about, A, it is suggesting that a minor difference is important. B, artificial product demonstrations हमें देखना पड़ता है, using an ambiguous or easily confused phrase. Fourth, implying a benefit that does not fully or partially exist. फिर है implying that a product benefit is unique to a brand. फिर है implying that a benefit is needed or a product will fulfill a benefit when it will not. Incorrectly implying that an endorser uses and advocates the brand. Omitting a needed qualification. Again, making a claim without substantiation. Bait and switch. Identifying the advertiser. Telemarketing. Intellectual property and puffery. What are the remedies under this? An organization can cease and desist order. Another is restitution. फिर आता है affirmative disclosures. Again is corrective advertising. Example लिया गया है सऊदी अरेबिया का, where all advertising is subject to regulations or censorship. उसमें क्या होता है, it prohibits a long list of matters. कौन कौन से वो prohibit करते हैं? They prohibit advertisements of horoscope. They also avoid advertisements that frighten the audience, the receiver. They avoid the use of preludes to advertisement. Use of comparative advertisement is prohibitive. Comparison of two products, two brands, two companies, that is strictly prohibited in Saudi Arabia. Non-censored films cannot be advertised. The films which are censored, those cannot be advertised. Direct mail की अगर हम बात करें, it is a part of direct marketing, involves sending advertisements and other promotional materials to consumer directly through post. It is not directly, it is direct form of communication and it is directed through post. Mailers के through जब भेजा जाता है तो उसको direct mail कहते हैं. It has two basic and key advantages. पहला है the ability to target specific individual consumers with an offer that is tailored to that consumer segment. तो एक tailor made जब हम कुछ advertisements करते हैं for a particular segment तो direct mailers में देते हैं, और इससे क्या होता है, हम डायरेक्टली कंज्यूमर का और प्रोस्पेक्टिव कंज्यूमर का रिस्पॉन्स मेजर कर पाते हैं. Exercise for you. Discuss the role of advertising in the international marketing process and discuss the merits and demerits of direct mail as a promotional tool. Thank you and have a nice day. Keep learning, be learning.